everyone, this is Shami. Welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about how to stay digitally minimalist. Minimalism is a big thing in this world and digitally minimalist is another level. So without further ado, let's dive in. Starting with my phone. So my phone is a iPhone 14 Pro Max and I have a bunch of apps in my phone. I have FaceTime, I have calendar. FaceTime I use quite often. Calendar is a daily use, must use, couple of times a day. Photos by default comes, camera by default comes. Mail, this is my mail is basically iCloud and I don't use iCloud much. Email. I have separate Gmail. I have notes I use quite often, and my MacBook Pro as my phone is connected, and reminders is another thing I use sometimes. I don't use super often, but I use it sometimes. Clock comes by default, App Store comes by default, maps I use it. I have offline maps in many cities and that I travel frequently. I have downloaded a bunch of Google apps, Gmail, Photos, Drive, Google Search, YouTube, Docs and Sheets. Docs and Sheets is something that you can use in multiple devices with many people. So I work with my team on Google Docs and Google Sheets, and we edit at the same time. We share with people who needs to view it, who needs to make comments about it. At the same time, we can work on it on our comfort zone, from our comfort level, from our comfort devices. So I'm a Google guide. I use Google Map very often. I am a level 8 guide. This is my profile. I have only 63 followers. I don't know why they follow me. I have 2,706 contributions. And I have a YouTube studio. I am a YouTuber, so yes, by default it comes in my app. And I have Google Home. I use my Google Home very often. It's a separate device. I have WhatsApp I use very often. This is for my work, for my personal use, for my personal relationships. All my notifications are turned on, but many groups I have that I have muted those notifications because it buzz a lot and it keeps me distracted. Settings comes by default, contacts comes by default, dial, Safari, message, music. I don't really use it so often. So shall I remove the app? Yes, I'm removing the app because I don't really use it. I have weather I use it sometimes. Find my phone, yes, I use it. Shortcuts I use it. Page I use rarely, not so often, but I use it sometimes. When I don't have my MacBook with me, I can work on my phone, and when I need to reflect it on my MacBook, when I'm back in my desk, I can just go to my page, so I don't have to transfer anything. Home I use it, files I use it. I don't know, sometimes I work on my notes, sometimes I work on my pages and I don't know where did I put this, so I go to my files and try to find that. Stocks I don't use it at all. I can remove this. Translate I use quite often. I am learning Spanish. I'm planning to travel to South America, and for South America travel you need to know basic Spanish, otherwise you'll be totally lost. So if you want to travel to South America, please learn some Spanish. Your phone has a lot of free apps that you don't really necessarily have to pay for anything. For instance, how my translate works, my English to Spanish, like how are you. So if I place go and ¿cómo estás? And it also has volume and ¿cómo estás? So you can, even if you are not very fluent, you're going to Spain, you're going to South America, and you need to speak to Spanish and you don't know what to say, you can type your English word and you can just play the audio and they will know what you are trying to say. So this is a easy way to communicate. Books I don't really use it. I have a separate Kindle, so I am removing this app. iTunes Store I sometimes use. Fitness I don't use it, but I think if you carry your phone with you and you're going on a run, it automatically counts. But I have a smartwatch which I use when I'm on a run. Tips, this is a phone tips, it comes by default. Utilities, compass, measure, calculator, voice memos. Voice memo is something that I don't really use, so I'm removing this app from my phone. Compass I sometimes use it. Measure I sometimes use it. Calculator I use it daily. Apple Store, it comes by default. iMovie, I don't use it yet, but I want to use it. I want to shoot some Instagram reels and TikTok videos, but I'm not sure whether I'm shooting TikTok videos anytime soon. But I will definitely shooting some Instagram reels on my phone, and I will edit them on iMovie. GarageBand is something I don't use, so I am removing this app from my phone. Numbers, I don't use it, but I think I should use it. It will connect to my iCloud drive, so I'm keeping it for now. I will think about a week if I don't use it, or a month maybe. If I don't use it, I will delete it permanently, because most of the time I use Google Sheets for all my budget, all my expenses, and all kinds of calculation. I use Google Sheet. Social networking, I have Instagram, I have Facebook Messenger, I have Facebook, I have Couchsurfing. So you can see that I don't have any notification on Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and Facebook. But if I click on Instagram, I have 4 messages in here. I have couple of liked reel and all. I have Messenger, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 messages unread, but I don't have any notifications here. Facebook, the same thing. I have notifications here. I have inbox, I have watch. So why I did that, because I don't want to be distracted, and Facebook Messenger or Facebook or Instagram is nothing important. Nobody calls me urgently on these apps. If somebody needs me, they can call me on WhatsApp, or they can call me from on my direct phone, or they can email me. This is why I have turned off all the notifications. I can get to know what happened on my social media only when I really have the time and I want to go to my social media and see what's happening in there. Couchsurfing I use, this is a travel app. I have 5 messages, and you can see I have the notification here because people request me for stays. I travel via Couchsurfing. This is a very budget friendly app. You only pay $60 in a year, and you can stay in people's houses as much as you want. You can also host people in your place. If you are interested, let me know in the comment down below. I can make a video on Couchsurfing. Health, I don't really use it. I don't know what it is. Maybe I am deleting the app. Podcast, I use it sometimes. Shazam is something, it's a app. So you can play some music. If you go somewhere and somebody is playing some music and you don't know what music is this, and you like it, you want to play it sometime, so you just download Shazam and you tap it there, and it will automatically listen to the music and relocate the music where it is originally from, and the app will tell you what music it is and who is the singer, where can you find it. So it's a very interesting app. Placed, I don't use it. I actually wanted to use it. I have downloaded it, but then I got lazy. I have already Google Calendar for this, and I don't really need this, so I think I will be removing the app. DJI Memo, I have DJI Osmo, so I use it quite often. Habity is something that I'm trying to build some habits. Drink water in the morning, string block exercise, write gratitude, stretching, physical activity, clean some part of the house, declutter some part of the house, call a friend. So I'm not very good in communication, keeping in touch with friends, so I'm trying to build that habit over time, and let me see. I have built up a challenge for myself. I will keep you posted what happens to the challenge. I have Bkash. Bkash is a mobile wallet, mobile banking, and I live in Bangladesh. Bkash is one of the most famous apps from here. So I have Bkash, I have Zoom. I attend Zoom meeting pretty often, almost a couple of times a day. So sometimes I don't have my laptop. I want to attend the meeting from my phone because it's a short meeting. I don't necessarily need my laptop for it. I have my GP. My mobile number is Grameenphone. I live in Bangladesh, as I said. It's a telenet operator, and my phone app. And then I have Chaldal. Chaldal is a grocery app. Sometimes I'm lazy and I don't go out. I buy grocery on Chaldal. I have Pathao, Uber, Obhai. Pathao, Uber, Obhai is all 3 similar apps. You all know Uber, what it is. Uber is an international app, and Pathao is a local app. I mostly use it for sending goods. So I'm sending some stuff to my friends or my relatives, or I need to pick up something from a friend or a relative. So instead of me traveling there, because I live in a city which is full of traffic jam and I kill a lot of time in there, so how about I just assign somebody to do my task, and this is I used for Pathao. And Oba is a similar thing, but Uber is something in Bangladesh. They don't take a lot of mobile banking payment or digital payment. So I use Obai. Obai takes all. Obai doesn't have any cash process. So they are on digital payment system. So it's a friendly app. Sometimes if I see that I don't have enough cash or I don't have the changes I need, I just call Obai. Exi.com is important for a traveler. If you're traveling to somewhere and you need to calculate the money from one currency to another currency, Exi.com is a fantastic way to do that, and I need it very often. I have Skillshare. I am a pro member of Skillshare and I use it very often. I'm learning Final Cut Pro and other courses on this. I really like it. ClickUp is something I have it. I don't use it yet, but that is a great reminder for me to use it. I'm starting to work in it with a different team, and I will start working on ClickUp. Let me see how it goes. IMOU Life is a CCTV camera of my home, so I need it. GoBoard is something that you can have multiple languages in your keyboard, and it's a very interesting app, so I use it. So yeah, that's all I have on my phone, and I have deleted the unnecessary apps that I don't need it anymore, and I will look into that. If I miss some app, maybe I will add them back and start using it. So if you are a person that you have so many apps, because we live in this 21st century, and we have so many apps in our phone, but sometimes it's too much for us, and you don't need unnecessary apps in your phone. If you have some unnecessary apps, go through it and delete it right away. Thank you so much for watching our videos. See you soon.